We're in the Bahamas. We are all checked into our marina, and everything is great except this. And so for those of you who are not used to what this map means, red is bad. Red is greater than 30 knots of wind. So that means that we can't go anywhere for the next couple of days, which always seems to happen to us. Turtle has a bit of a curse where it comes to big winds and big storms following us around when we're very inconvenient to do so. But we're going to make the best of it, get some projects done, do some really good cooking, and just enjoy our first few days here in the Bahamas. We're attaching some Velcro because these cushions, they go flying during passages. So we're going to use our brand new stapler that we've had for 6 months and never actually used. And we're going to go ahead and secure the Velcro because just the glue's not enough. So that is perfect. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. And then these guys should go together. And that should be more than enough to keep it from flying away during heavy seas. It's pretty wet in here, so it's hard to tell exactly, but nothing here, which was leaking before, is leaking. And we've got fresh water coming out the other side. Woo! Are you able to pull it off?
Nope.
Try harder.
No, it's fine. It's an armchair, but all done. The sun's even going down, but for the first time since we bought the boat, we have cushions that are actually Velcroed down. Yay. And with Dave actually fixing all the leaks in the water maker, we have a functioning water maker, and we have all the cushions done. So 2 successful small projects in one day. Not bad. Homemade ricotta. What else? Pizza made. We started the day with the last of our linguiça, so Portuguese fried rice, but man, stormy days can be pretty darn good. 2022 was rough. It was rough on many, many aspects. One of the things for this year that we want to make a little better is to get back our stamina. So this is not a weight loss resolution of the New Year's. There won't be any before and after photos. This is more to get our stamina back, our cardio up, and just be healthier. And if that involves a little bit of weight loss, it does, but we still love to eat, so we'll see if that's actually possible to do. But today is going to be my first day out running. Dave is going to do a little bit of Beat Saber on the boat, and we'll see how much we can keep this up, but I think it's a good first step. And I'm going to track it all on a running app on the phone, and at the end of the year, it'll be cool to see all the different islands that we've run, that we've walked on, so I think it's going to be a fun thing to track. So let's go! That is the sound, the glorious, glorious sound of a working water maker. We have been running it for a few hours. The TDS on it is about 130, which is very, very good. And we are making our own water and filling our own tanks for the first time ever. Happy news. But because of the sound and because we are not going to turn this off, I'm going to narrate this little next portion for you guys.
Okay, so we can see here it's 75 degrees. On the counter it's 78 degrees, 76. And then if we come over here, we can see along the edge. So this is the edge of the counter. So all this right here is the edge of where the door meets the frame. We can see that it's 72 degrees right now. If you come further down over here, you can see this is also 72 degrees. So the actual lid itself seems like it's insulating pretty well. That, things around here are 75 degrees. But when you look away, Or like when you look at the edges, that's where you see that there's some outflow. But it's not bad. It's really only like maybe 3 or 4 degrees. So the fridge itself seems like it's pretty well insulated. If we look in that corner over there, so this is a corner where we have this part. This is where there's a big gap. We can see that that's actually dropping down to 68 degrees. So I think right here, I can feel that there's a bit of a lip here. I think some cold air is getting out of here. So we're gonna have to think about how to insulate that. All right, so here's our freezer. And this one tells a very interesting story, which is that this door has very little insulation. It's actually dropping by, well, inside of the freezer is 12 degrees. So, that's a pretty bad number there. If it's 60 degrees on top of the lid. And over there it's much better. We're up to 70 degrees. But for some reason, this lid right here has a big cold spot right dead center. So something is wrong with the insulation on this lid, and maybe that's why our freezer runs so often. You can also see that if we look between these two, in this little gap between the two fridge freezer doors, we got 61 degrees inside of there. And elsewhere, it looks okay. Really, we don't see much in the way of cold spots. This door, once we get a little above it, is still at 70 degrees, which is not bad. So really it's just this guy right here, which is the main bad spot. So I have to figure out what's going on there and maybe just insulate this a little bit more.
Storm has passed and we are off, and today's long passage is a total of how many nautical miles?
3.
Three nautical miles, and we'll be there in how long?
An hour.
An hour. So we're gonna cover
Okay, less than an hour.
3 nautical miles, and it'll be somewhere close to an hour. But wind is sort of here, and why not? When we can sail, we should sail and save our engine. So, and that I think is the goal of Bahamas 2023. So 3 nautical miles to go. Nice day today. It's been all of 5 minutes. We've been anchored. We've been invited to a bonfire. And actually it's a birthday bonfire. So somebody else in this anchorage is having a birthday. They're having a bonfire and they invited us. And I just don't think this day could get any better, but it just did. So, and another friend of ours invited us for dinner. So we are going to do a combination, our dinner and their dinner mixed together in yumminess. So we got bonfires, we got dinner with friends and birthdays and perfect sails, and just what a day.
So last time we were trying to get our whisker pole out and we kind of panicked and we didn't do it, but it actually kind of worked out because when we were in the marina, we took the whisker pole out and we set it up most of the way. And as we were setting it up, we realized that a problem we saw last year has actually gotten much worse. So this right here, this bar, is meant to open this jaw, but you can see this is bent at a very extreme angle, and no matter how much you pull on that, it is not moving. And even worse is over here. You can see this big opening here, and it's actually open on the other side. This whole thing is coming off. So what I think happened is at some point, something struck this really hard, or this fell down, and it is just completely broken. And it looked way better 6 months ago when we first looked at our whisker pole. So that's unusable. We can't be in a situation where we have our sail pulled out and then suddenly that shatters or breaks apart and we just have sails flying everywhere. So we need to find a solution for that. Either we get a new pole or we replace this head itself, but we need rivets for that and just not something we can do on anchor. So somewhere down the line we'll have a pole. For now we'll continue sailing the way we have been, but we're gonna have to table the whisker pole idea.
Good luck out there. Goodbye forever. Don't go towards the ocean. I might need to go rescue her. Oh, I think she's got it. Good job.
Oh, I can't do that.
Remember, switch hands if you need to. Oh, nice. That's some good speed. Great job, Spandana.
First day I've been working from the Bahamas, and it has been awesome. We've got amazing speeds out here, way better than what we were seeing in Florida. I guess there's just less people here, so the amount of bandwidth is just much more bandwidth for us, which is awesome. The speed is great, no drop-offs. Yeah, I've just been really able to work as well as I was anywhere else. And even crossing the Gulf Stream, we got 12 miles out, and up until 12 miles we had connection. We did have that gap after 12 miles, but then we were within 12 miles of Bahamas, and it all came back. So we could use the weather, we could watch YouTube videos, and it makes a huge difference to be connected and able to look up the things you want to, if you want to, while you're on passage. So that was awesome, and just the work situation has been fabulous.
I think... Where did she go? Oh. She got pretty far. She's that little dot all the way off there in the distance. Seems like she's having a good time and is not being pulled out to the ocean yet. So, you know, everything is all good. And now she's on her way back. I think she is kind of get pulled out a little bit, but I believe in her.
Big thank you to our Patreons, Madi and Chris and Justin Fagan.